Hey tech enthusiasts, buckle up because we're diving headfirst into the whirlwind of AI transforming clinical trials. The Scope 2025 conference in Orlando was buzzing with excitement and, frankly, a little bit of anxiety. We're talking about a potential revolution in how we develop and deliver life-saving treatments. But is it all sunshine and roses? Or are there storms brewing on the horizon? That's what we're going to unpack today. Get ready for some shocking predictions and insider insights. I'm your host, and let's get started. The headlines are screaming. AI is the future of clinical operations. And the numbers? They're backing it up. Experts at Scope 2025 predict massive returns on AI investments in the clinical space over the next 5 to 10 years. We're not talking pocket change. Global data forecasts the pharmaceutical industry will be throwing over $407 million at AI platforms by 2028. That's a colossal jump from just $46.9 million in 2019. And the real kicker? Companies are expected to spend even more on AI consulting and support. Over $2 billion by 2028. This isn't just a trend, it's a tidal wave. This reminds me of the dot-com boom, but with potentially life-saving consequences. Think about it. Faster drug development, more efficient trials, and ultimately, getting treatments to patients who desperately need them. It is an exciting time, but we need to be cautious and aware of the challenges. Now, let's talk about a company that's already making waves. Tempus AI is the poster child for AI adoption in the pharmaceutical world. They're using AI to crunch molecular, clinical, and genomic data, and they've just rolled out new generative AI capabilities for their AI assistant, Tempus One. This thing uses a proprietary large language learning model, LLM, to supercharge data-driven support in clinical care and research. According to Global Data's company Filing Analytics, Tempus AI is doubling down on its tech team to fuel platform development and new algorithms. Their AI hiring is up a whopping 74% in the past month. I'm telling you, this is a company to watch. They're not just talking about AI. They're building it, deploying it, and seeing real results. We're talking about personalized medicine becoming a reality, faster diagnoses, and more effective treatments. This is the kind of innovation that gets me genuinely excited. Okay, now for the reality check. Investors at Scope 2025 cautioned that despite the industry thawing out from a biotech funding winter, the pressure is still on to slash drug development costs. This makes perfect sense, right? Technologies like LLMs are being eyed as potential cost cutters. Global Data's deals database shows that pharmaceutical venture financing deals tied to AI have jumped 44% from 2023 to 2024 and a staggering 55% from 2022 to 2024. This is a clear signal that investors are betting big on AI to deliver serious cost savings. But here's the thing. Cutting costs can't come at the expense of quality or safety. We need to ensure that AI is used responsibly and ethically, not just as a way to squeeze more profit out of the system. It is a balancing act. Adding fuel to the fire is the looming patent cliff in 2026 to 27. Investors at Scope are sweating this one. Global Data's catalyst calendar is flashing red. 1,210 constraining patent expiries are expected in the US, EU, and Japan in those 2 years alone. By 2034, that number climbs to 1,142. This means Big Pharma is facing a major revenue crunch as generic drugs flood the market. AI is being touted as the solution to this throughput problem, as key opinion leaders at Scope put it. The idea is that AI can speed up clinical trials, optimize processes, and help companies develop new drugs faster to fill the pipeline. But can AI really deliver on this promise? Can it overcome the regulatory hurdles and integration challenges that are slowing down progress? That's the million-dollar question. One of the biggest bottlenecks in drug development is patient recruitment. Speakers at Scope emphasized that improving patient recruitment and clinical operations is crucial. Site enablement and clinical data innovation are hot areas for venture capitalists. AI can help speed up those agonizingly long patient recruitment timelines and tackle issues like missing demographics in certain zip codes or losing patients due to poor engagement. I'm talking about AI algorithms that can identify potential patients, personalize outreach, and improve communication throughout the trial process. This is a game changer for ensuring trials are diverse, representative, and efficient. We need to see more investment in this area. But here's a warning. AI-enabled technologies need to be scalable and vendor-agnostic. We can't afford to have siloed solutions that don't play well with others. Zachary Taft, CEO of Ignite Data, nailed it when he pointed out the disconnect between CROs and pharmaceutical companies. The technology needs to integrate seamlessly into existing systems. Investors and key opinion leaders are also stressing that AI solutions need to plug and play with a company's current infrastructure. As Brian Martin, a senior research fellow at AbbVie, put it, "We're not just building platforms anymore. We're building an ecosystem." This is about creating a connected, interoperable network that allows data to flow freely and insights to be shared across the entire clinical trial process. It is a crucial point. All right, let's address the elephant in the room: regulation. Investors at Scope 2025 stressed that AI must pass through regulatory checkpoints before it can be widely adopted. This is a huge hurdle. Regulatory bodies like the FDA are still grappling with how to evaluate and approve AI-driven technologies. There are concerns about bias, transparency, and data privacy. We need clear guidelines and standards to ensure that AI is used safely and ethically in clinical trials. This isn't just about ticking boxes. It's about building trust and ensuring that these technologies benefit everyone. We need to actively think about the legal and ethical implications of AI in healthcare. And we need to make sure that the benefits are shared equitably. Switching gears slightly, let's take a look at Walgreens. They're facing their own set of challenges, and analysts are cautiously optimistic about their future. JP Morgan analysts are keeping a close eye on the retail pharmacy segment's performance and management strategic initiatives. The chances of a leveraged buyout for Walgreens Boots Alliance are looking slim due to the complexity of involving multiple stakeholders. JP Morgan expects the first quarter of 2025 to mirror the challenges seen in fiscal 2024. Analysts are also highlighting key retail trends, shifts in consumer behavior, progress in the healthcare segment, and updates on the planned closure of around 500 stores in 2025 as important areas to watch. This is a company in transition, and their success will depend on their ability to adapt to a rapidly changing market. Store closures aren't a sign of strength. It's a signal of a company struggling to stay relevant. We need to stay tuned to see whether they can pull through. Now, let's zoom out and look at the broader picture. AI isn't just transforming clinical trials and pharmacies. It's revolutionizing manufacturing too. Deloitte's 2024 Future of the Digital Customer Experience survey found that 55% of surveyed industrial product manufacturers are already leveraging generative AI tools in their operations. But companies are taking a more measured approach, focusing on ROI. A primary measure of success for Gen AI will be its ability to drive value. Access to quality data is a prerequisite for AI adoption. Companies are shifting their focus in this direction. However, challenges still exist. One example is customer service applications, which are often digital and language-based and offer access to a wealth of data. Tying the use cases to critical business initiatives or priorities, such as enhancing customer experience or product innovation, can also be important for securing internal funding and support. This is a fundamental shift in how we approach manufacturing, and it's only going to accelerate in the years ahead. The convergence of AI and manufacturing is a force to be reckoned with. Finally, let's talk about AT&T. They dropped their fourth quarter earnings and announced plans for substantial investments in artificial intelligence, AI. Investors cheered, and the stock soared to new 52-week highs. AT&T sees AI as a key driver in improving network performance, optimizing customer interactions, and ultimately boosting profit margins. AT&T plans to return $40 billion to investors through dividends and stock buybacks. Analysts have a consensus rating of moderate buy for the stock. The mean price target for AT&T is $26.48, implying expected upside of approximately 8.5% from the January 28 closing price. AT&T is positioning itself for long-term growth through strategic investments, solid financials, and shareholder returns, making it a compelling yet cautiously valued stock for 2025. This is a company that's betting big on AI, and it's paying off. But we need to remember that past performance is no guarantee of future results. The telecom sector is constantly evolving, and AT&T will need to stay ahead of the curve to maintain its competitive edge. So what's the bottom line? AI is poised to transform clinical operations, but it's not a slam dunk. There are real challenges to overcome, including regulatory hurdles, integration issues, and ethical concerns. We need to approach this technology with both enthusiasm and caution. We need to invest in data quality, build vendor-agnostic solutions, and prioritize patient safety and privacy. The potential benefits are enormous: faster drug development, more efficient trials, and more personalized treatments. But we need to get it right. The future of healthcare depends on it. What do you think about these predictions? Are you bullish on AI in clinical trials, or are you more skeptical? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of the latest AI trends. Thanks for watching.